Have you ever wondered what makes venomous snakes some of nature's most fearsome creatures? In the world of snakes, the line between hunter and prey is sometimes incredibly thin, and even their own kind is no exception. Let's explore the most brutal moments of venomous snakes hunting and cannibalizing each other, where survival instincts are pushed to the absolute limit. Let's get started. Malayan Krait versus Sunbeam snake. The Malayan Krait, one of the most venomous snakes in Southeast Asia, has a specialized habit of hunting other snakes. Its victim, a sunbeam snake with iridescent scales, is resisting in desperation. The sunbeam snake is non-venomous. Its only weapon is muscular strength. However, the Malayan Krait doesn't need physical strength. It only needs to lock its jaws to pump a large amount of neurotoxin directly into the opponent's bloodstream, destroying the communication system between the brain and muscles. It patiently endures the pressure, continuously chewing its jaws to pump the toxin deep into the victim's veins. The once powerful constrictions now become loose and weak as the venom begins to completely paralyze the motor system. In the final seconds, the sunbeam snake found an escape route. It gathered all its remaining strength to flee from the cannibalistic hunter. King Cobra versus Cobra. In the reptile world, size is often the deciding factor in who holds the power of life and death. A giant king cobra is encountering a smaller black cobra. The king cobra, the notorious snake eater of the deep jungle, completely overwhelms its opponent with terrifying majesty before beginning the hunt. The giant quickly launches a precise strike, locking its sharp teeth into the opponent's head. Potent venom is injected directly, while its rippling muscles pin the prey to the ground to extinguish any attempt at resistance. Immediately after being bitten, the black cobra's body becomes completely paralyzed. The prey's life is being slowly stripped away. Once the prey is completely paralyzed, the swallowing process begins. It patiently swallows each part of the long body. This is the cold law of survival in nature, where the strong turn their own kind into an energy source to continue dominating the forest. King Cobra versus Rattlesnake. The king cobra is the undisputed king, reaching lengths that can exceed 5 meters. They are the longest venomous snakes in the world. Its scientific name, Ophiophagus, literally translates to snake eater, revealing a brutal specialized diet. This is not just a predator, but a killing machine evolved to destroy its own kind. Today's target is a large Indo-Chinese rat snake, a non-venomous species. While the rat snake is focused on hunting a small rodent, it is completely unaware of the danger lurking behind. While the king cobra possesses deadly venom and overwhelming size, the rat snake relies purely on speed to survive. Suddenly, The king cobra launches a decisive strike with lightning speed. Sharp teeth sink into the opponent's body, pumping a large amount of neurotoxin into the bloodstream. Paralysis quickly spreads throughout the prey's body. When resistance ceases, the winner begins the swallowing ritual. Thanks to a detached lower jaw structure connected by highly elastic ligaments, the king cobra can swallow prey equal to or 3 times its body size. Mussurana versus rattlesnake. A black mussurana, a species that specializes in hunting other snakes, has successfully ambushed a rattlesnake. The predator uses its muscular strength to coil tightly and neutralize the prey. Although the rattlesnake possesses deadly venom that can take down large mammals, it becomes inferior to an enemy specifically evolved to destroy it. The mussurana's blood contains special antibodies that completely neutralize rattlesnake venom. Therefore, when they clash, the mussurana remains as calm as if nothing is happening. The rattlesnake's resistance causes trouble for the mussurana. The hunter delivers multiple bites to the prey's torso. However, these body bites are not enough to immediately take down an adult rattlesnake with thick skin and persistent vitality. After relentless biting attempts and constant adjustments, the mussurana finally achieves its goal. It launches a precise bite hitting the rattlesnake's head, locking the opponent's deadly jaws. This bite ends all resistance efforts, initiating the process of swallowing the prey from the head according to biological instinct. Centipede versus rattlesnake. In the hierarchy of the jungle, we often assume venomous snakes are at the top of the food chain. However, nature always has brutal exceptions. Facing this highly venomous rattlesnake is a giant Scolopendra centipede, a species possessing sharp venomous forcipules modified from front legs, allowing them to inject venom even while clinging tightly to the prey. The snake tries to find a way to attack the centipede, but the toxins have already taken control of its body. Extreme pain follows as the centipede venom begins to soak deep into the nervous system, accompanied by a loss of bodily control. Fortunately, after many futile bites, it finally hit the target. The situation immediately reversed. The tiny hunter became the victim before the intense survival instinct. Spitting cobra versus puff adder. The spitting cobra and the puff adder are both among Africa's most dangerous venomous snakes, but their survival strategies are completely different. The puff adder is famous for its passive defense, relying on very thick skin and a stout body that makes it difficult for opponents to approach and attack. However, this biological armor failed to protect it tonight. The spitting cobra is the complete aggressor, constantly testing the prey's reactions with calculated exploratory bites. The act of biting and releasing quickly also helps the cobra check if the prey is paralyzed without risking a firm hold. avoiding a counterbite from the puff adder. The puff adder's passivity unintentionally creates an opportunity for the hunter to observe more closely. Upon detecting the puff adder's neck exposed for a split second, the cobra immediately launches a precise strike. The aggressor once again brings home an overwhelming victory.
Yeah.
King Cobra versus Snake. The king cobra, the world's longest venomous snake, is performing its signature killer instinct cannibalism. The prey, despite having its body firmly gripped, still tries to resist and counterattack the predator. However, the predator's superior strength makes every effort meaningless. The king cobra's blood contains special proteins that help neutralize the venom of the snakes it usually hunts, and the bites from the small snake have almost no effect. Once again, the king's status is clearly affirmed. Rat versus python. A rat is foraging around a large tree base and burrows. The animal appears alert, but does not detect the danger camouflaged nearby. Shattering the silent atmosphere, the python launches a strike with explosive speed. The surprise ambush leaves the prey without a single chance to escape. This cold embrace stops blood circulation and causes the prey to gradually lose consciousness. The python will never loosen its control until the opponent's last breath fades away. When the hunt ends, a true feast begins. The python flexibly detaches its jaw joints to swallow prey much larger than the size of its head. The skin expands incredibly, while the muscles move rhythmically to push the food deep into the stomach. This meal will be a valuable energy source, helping it maintain life for many days to come, amidst the harshness of nature. King Cobra versus Ptyas korros. Even within a narrow glass enclosure, the killer instinct still rises strongly. The hunter shows no haste, cornering the prey into a dead end before launching the final attack. The deadly bite leaves the prey writhing in pain. It needs to do nothing else but hold the bite and wait for the result. As soon as the sharp teeth grip the opponent's head, the hunted also knows exactly where its fate is headed. Overwhelming venom and mechanical strength, this is not a coincidence, but an entire evolutionary process and an effort to perfect the hunting instincts of the ultimate reptile. Swallowing from the head aligns the victim's scales, helping the hunter consume the massive meal as smoothly as possible. Even its own kind is just a part of the menu for the king of snakes. What you have just witnessed shows that in the wild, existence always comes with fierce competition. For venomous snakes, venom and adaptability are the decisive advantages, whether the opponent is prey or its own kind. Nature does not discriminate. Only survival is maintained through each generation.
So big, oh yeah. Imagine saying
If you found this topic fascinating, please hit like, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring other mysterious wildlife stories. Thank you for watching. See you again on the next journey of the natural world.